gagro.net. This is Gagro Live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. My name is Wally Sarkisian. And you probably never heard of Hidden Hill, California. But on September 10, the American University of Armenia, AWA for short, celebrated its 30th anniversary of dedicating this milestone event to the Builds Better Future with AUA capital campaign for construction of a new AUA, I don't know why do I say, a science and engineering building. AUA was established on September 21, 1991, where there was a massive earthquake. Armenia declared independent. They didn't have the fuel, they were burning woods, and the war was raging on Artsakh. So can you imagine how these three men from California decided to build a university? So generously hosted at the home of AUA supporter Liza and Bagamian, the Gala welcomed over 300 such supporters. It was unbelievable. So let us welcome the woman behind that, or the family behind all that event. Liza Bagamian, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Sorry that we didn't have the chance to speak on the night of the event.
Remember this?
Oh, you got the tag of the centerpiece. And that was very successful. We sold the centerpieces for $300 and all of them sold. So
wow,
that's additional money for AUA. And those centerpieces were donated generously by committee members. So I had an amazing committee helping me out.
So I was after Liza to have talked to him for a few minutes. She never had, and then it was, I think, 10 o'clock at night. She says, here, we'll be in touch. This is what I got.
Yes. So the tag from the centerpiece, and I wrote down my email.
I just scrambled on the email, so I don't want people, everybody knows your email, so you don't want to do that. So, but I still kept this, so you know that. It was an amazing event, well done, well organized, and it was like food all over the place, and but I couldn't eat because I was busy interviewing things. Then finally, I grabbed some baklava from the kitchen. I ate in the car.
I feel so bad that you didn't get the chance to eat because the food was very good and
I know.
a lot of food.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the chance to eat either. So we both were working very hard. And thank you for being there and covering the event. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah. So maybe one day we'll have a dinner someplace, make up for that.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that.
So why don't you tell people who are those people here?
Okay, so this is my family. My husband Vahan is next to me, and on the left of him is my eldest son Nicholas, and then my twins Anthony and Alexa. They're my backbone. I couldn't have done anything this spectacular or this crazy of having 320 people at my house in my backyard when we were threatened by rain also, and we had to put up the tents the last minute. So it was like, we pulled it off, but it was pretty stressful. If it wasn't the rain, it would have been much easier, but the rain put a damper on our getting ready the day before and the day of.
But you were lucky. It didn't show up the rain, so.
Yeah, but I would have been luckier if I didn't have to have a tent on top of us. It would have been cooler and it would have been nicer, but it is what it is. We didn't want to cancel or postpone because a lot of people had made travel arrangements and had traveled from far, and it would not have been fair to postpone it or to cancel it. So, but we were lucky, like you said. God helped us, and God helped AEA, and it wasn't raining, but the tent was up just in case. So
it was amazing. I have no idea how you fit 300 people. Like
I'm blessed by a big 2-acre property in Hidden Hills. So, you know, when we built that house, we built it in 2009, and we started building it, and we moved in into 2011. In the mind of having some fundraisers done, you know, it's when God blesses you, it's time to bless back and give back, and that's always have been in the back of our mind, that our home is everyone else's home, and it's our Armenian community home. So
it was, there is so many wonderful people. You know, this is not, because the Armenian women are just amazing. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you some, and this is all I'm going to show you is about women, because we made video. I think you have the link. If you don't, we'll put the link on this video, because I don't want to go through that, because that was 5 hours. And but you know, like there was, I interviewed all of them, but just, I mean, just go quickly. It was the ex-president, and then the president. I mean, I'm so happy they find, you know, I wish Armenian government will do this, outsource people. They went out from Sweden, they brought this woman,
correct,
so smart, so intelligent, and she's taking the university 2 steps further. She's building a relationship outside of Armenia with Greek, other countries. And I was very impressed, really, when I interviewed her. She's just, she is by profession a chemist, chemistry, and she's building this. She's taking Armenian cloud computing and creating this cell, stem cell or something like that.
Yeah. What's great about President Markidis is that she believes in collaboration. So her vision was, we have different departments in AUA. Those different departments got to work together, because a project can be computer science, it can be economics, it can be the business aspect of it. So she wants all those different brains to come together to come up with projects that are successful. And she is very much trying to build relations with outside also universities. She's all about collaborations, and that's the future of any university anyway. So
now I'm so happy they didn't stuck to this nationalistic things. He has to be Armenian, you know, and so they went outside, outsourced, brought the brightest person to come and do that. That was, I give credit to AUA's leadership for doing that.
I mean, AUA from day one, they've had their relationship with the UC system here in the United States. So they've always been collaborating with the United States and the UC. Our endowment funds are tied with the UC system. That's why it's very, you can trust it. It's very clear and it's very transparent. So whatever funds we have, so that's what's commendable about AUA. They've always been collaborating with the United States and outside the world.
Right. And I'm sure you've been there, right, in the university?
I've been there, and you know, I've always been supportive of AUA because I come from Lebanon, and I've seen what AUB had done for Beirut. So my dad is an AUB grad, my sister is, and so I've seen firsthand those universities, what they do to the region, not only to the country itself, but to the region. So when I've heard of AUA, you know, a long time ago, I was supportive, but not at this scale. But when a friend of mine here, Mara Ladalian, told me, when you go to visit Armenia, you got to go see Nelly de Kurerian. She's at AUA, and she'll give you a tour. I was like, are you sure? I'm sure Nelly is like swamped with, you know, other things. I don't think she's gonna want to like see another person coming here. She said, no, she would love to meet you. And sure enough, Nelly with open arms met us at AUA and graciously gave us a tour. It was myself and my 3 kids, and they loved it. I mean, they felt at home. They felt like, okay, this is an institution that we see ourselves, you know, involved in. So, and that's what happened. And sure enough, Nelly approached me. She says, you know, I've heard that you do a lot of fundraisers at your home. Would you open your home for AUA event? I was like, of course, we can do that. And then that's how she got involved with. She called Mariana here at the development office, and Mariana contacted me, and the rest is history.
Wow. Well, amazing. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I think it's 2018 was, they did that fundraising in a small restaurant in Orange County. That's how I got to know the president and all those people, and he invited me, he says, you must come, because I used to go like every year twice to Armenia and interviewing people from the villages and all that stuff. And so that's where I went there, and just like you, Nelly, it was amazing. She took me the tour of the university and understanding how this whole thing, whole concept. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I told Nelly when I was there, and I said when I was touring the AUA, if they should have, you know, when you walk Yerevan streets, they have the list of places that you need to visit as a tourist. I told her, I said, they need to add AUA to it. I said, because it's so impressive. If the diaspora just takes a tour every once in a while and sees, you know, that institution, they will be even more supportive, because it's I mean, we met a community of very dedicated people that are there to teach, and they're passionate about teaching our kids, and they're passionate of bettering Armenia. I mean, it was very impressive. So I think a tour, you know, of the AA is a must when everyone goes there.
I agree 100%. In fact, we made a detailed video, all inside, everything we published, but you know, touring it's no replacement for a video, you know.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
Agree.
And yeah. Okay, so so we met, you know, like anyway, this is just so we show you this things.
Those are great pictures.
And of course, Armenian things doesn't work without
Sipazan being there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he really, I published that too. He was saying from his heart, he speaks from his heart about AUA. And then there was those ladies I interviewed, it was fun. And we have all the videos. So this is just a little view, because it was, you know, outside you could not do it, but it was great.
Yeah.
And I interviewed all these people. Of course, this picture is from AUA. They put it in a beautiful picture. And,
thank you.
Yeah.
Our home, and on behalf of my amazing co-chair, Alex Petrosyan.
This is one video, just you talking. The rest is I have small snippet videos. So let's people see this.
I would like to thank you for being here and for making the celebration of 30 years of excellence a successful one.
Yes.
First of all, please feel at home. Your phones may not work here, so you may need a Wi-Fi password, and it's on the auction table and at the bar. We gotta stay connected. And then also there are 3 bathrooms in the main house and 2 bathrooms in the guest house that feel free to use. And now a little bit our family's involvement with AUA and how it started. On our family trip to Armenia 4 years ago, Nelly Derkurerian graciously gave us a tour of AUA. We were impressed and wanted to contribute, especially considering that education has always been the primary focus for our family. So as soon as I returned from Armenia, I received a phone call from the AUA development office here in LA. Nelly had already given Mariana my phone number. No time was wasted. So we spoke, Mariana and I, and an amazing collaboration with the AUA development team started. Therefore, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge this most dedicated, dynamic, driven AUA development team. Actually, I would like you guys to stand up as I.
Okay, so this is a long one. We already published this and on all our videos complete, but I just want you to see it. It's just like it was amazing how you did a great job there, you know. And so.
And I gotta say, I mean, the development office, AA development office, those, I mean, there are four ladies and Lucas, and there are five of them. They're honestly, I mean, the dedication. I mean, we've been planning this event for a year, and we've been like on the phone, texting each other 24/7. I mean, the girls would be on vacation and still text, and they'll be at home in the middle of the night, and we will still be texting and making sure things are getting done and what else needs to be done. I mean, literally, they don't work there as employees. They work there as if it's their own university, as if, I mean, they take their work home with them. That's how dedicated they are.
Yeah, there is one lady, I want to go through it. So basically, those are the pictures of the panelists. This is the ex-president and president. I don't know this other guy. I think his was part of it. You could explain that.
Armin, yeah, he is. They're all presidents, all three of them. And then Mrs. Bagamian is the moderator, and they spoke, all three of them, about their experience and their vision for the future. Very impressive panel.
Yeah, we published the whole that complete fully, and it is this the second panel, which the only one I know is Sam Simonian, which is everybody know him. And you could, if you know those.
I'll give you the names of everyone. If you give me a second here.
I mean, if you don't worry about it.
No, here. Anyway, the person of the presidents that you did not recognize, that's Dr. Harotion Armenian. And it was Dr. Armen Kurerian and Dr. Karin Markides. Those are the three presidents. One is two previous presidents and one current. As far as the second panel, the panelists, okay, so you know Sam Simonian, and Sam Simonian is the Tumo Center founder. And then there is Hovik Safoyan, which is the co-founder of SADA Systems. And then you have Vahe Kuzoyan, which is co-founder of Service Titan, which we all know about them now. By now, they're pretty famous. And there is Dr. Marguerite Khachaturian, and she is the director of data science at MAG Analytics. And then we have Susan Jerian, MD. She is president of Encord. And the moderator is Lucine Yerezarian, and she's chief financial officer of SADA Systems. So this is a very impressive panel, and really big supporters of AUA, and we're very thankful for them, for not only for their generous donations, but their generous time that they've given us to be there and to be on the panel. I would say three of them traveled far. Sam comes from Texas. And Lucine comes from Northern California. So yeah, I mean, they all made an effort. It was, it was rewarding to see all those people there. Very rewarding.
Yeah, well, Lisa, I made separately video with her too, but we're not showing it here because we have published the videos. Yeah, it's Sam Simonian idea. It so much complement American university because they're on low level. They teach those kids, and then when they go to university, they have quite a background what they learn as far as technology. You know.
Yes.
So
yes, the collaboration between Tumo and AUA is very good, and it's a very successful one. So
yeah.
And then I got to say something too. And then when Sam came, and we had a whole silent auction section for on that evening, and he approached my co-chair, Alice Petrosian, and he asked her, Alice, how much are you hoping to make from the silent auction? And Alice said, you know, and maybe in the 50,000 range. And he was like, you got it. And he matched it. So he donated 50,000 just to match the silent auction. That's not to say about the other donations that he's made to AUA.
Are you talking about Sam Simonian?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But that's something that he does. He's an amazing person. He's a very, very, very nice person.
He doesn't give interview. So I have some pictures with him, but he doesn't give interview. So, but that's the way he is. You know, everybody know him. You know.
He's very, very humble. Very humble.
Yeah. He's amazing guy. You know, like, you know, all of you, like from Lebanon, is like you, because I believe because you have that university in Lebanon, and you guys are so well educated, Armenian, English, French, and so you know, like I don't want to go through, and even that guy Nubar, he's the leader of this antiviral vaccine.
And he co-founded FAST also, which they want to do artificial intelligence in Armenia. So he's very involved with Armenia too. Afoyan,
yeah, it's like at that your place, it was like brain power. You know, there were all those intelligent people were gathered in there.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like being born and growing in Lebanon, in Beirut, we were always ingrained in us. It was always ingrained in us that education is the path to success. So, and then because of AUB and because of some couple of other great universities in Beirut, we all really pretty much pursued higher education. But somehow our culture in Beirut was always higher education is a must. So that's where I bring that focus to my family also. And then that's where I believe that education also need to be brought at a higher level in Armenia, because our people are smart. All they need is the opportunity to learn, and then they'll take it further and innovate.
You know, we have every gene possible in Armenian except one, diplomacy and politics. For some reason, the guy upstairs just didn't give them that. And that's why everyone I was interviewing saying, when will Armenia have a PhD prime minister?
Thank you.
You know, and
that's why we gotta support these institutions, the educational institutions like AUA, so that the next generation that's going to be running for prime minister or for president or Ministry of Education, whatever it is, that there will be AUA grads with an education that strives at changing things and questioning things and wanting to do better. So if we produce a generation of critical thinkers and who will eventually be in a leadership position, then our country will be a winner.
Yeah, but that will gonna take some time, you know.
But we're on the path. Yes. We're on our way.
Yes,
slowly but surely, you know, like baby steps.
Well, like Greece too, they had the populist prime minister, and you all know, everybody know Greek was pushed to bankruptcy. So then finally they went another Greek has a PhD. He was, I think, Chase Bank executive, and he was in telecommunication. They brought him in. He built the economy. He built the military. He created, even though they are in NATO, but they didn't realize they created alliance in the region. You know, built the country. Now they stand up to the Turks. But we don't have it. We just don't have it.
Hopefully we'll get there. I know it's very disappointing, and I go through the times where I'm doubtful, but then but then we have a country, and we've got to take care of it. I mean, I know it's disappointing. We all get disappointed. Trust me, I get on my rants sometimes of being frustrated with the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Interior, whatever, or you know, you name it. But whatever, it's ours, and we've got to take care of it.
Yeah, nobody's frustrated as much as me. I write about all this stuff, but
You are right. We're all frustrated,
Yeah.
and you know, when I hear you, and let's not go as far as Greece, and then you go to Croatia, which we gain independence around the same time with Croatia, and Croatia is we have so many American companies that are invested there, and they way ahead of us when we were at the same level at the same time.
everyone is ahead of us. You don't have to go by list, you know. Anyway, so Sin, I would like to bring you one day just talk politics, but
I know, but hopefully, again, the only way out of any rut, let's put it, or it's education. Let's educate them, baby
Yeah.
steps, and then they'll take it running. So all we can do is not only just send money and build buildings or give them homes. Let's give them education so they can take care of themselves and get the industry going even better. So and then we'll become a greater nation.
what is that? What is that word? Teach them how to fish. Don't give them fish.
We'll
Don't.
give it exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to do with AA.
Yeah. So I had this woman. It's just amazing woman. I had the video someplace, but anyway, she was
Was it Alice?
Alice. Yes.
Petrosyan, my
Petrosyan.
co-chair.
Petrosyan.
Oh, that's a dynamic woman.
I saw her even in ANC Gala, and I said, "What the heck? This woman is everywhere." You know.
She has an AEF co-founder, the Armenia Education Foundation. She's very, very, very involved, and her whole family. I mean, Savi is her aunt, Tefenkian, the whole Tefenkian family.
That's who she is.
Alice has been a role model to me. She doesn't know this, but back 20-some years ago, my husband and I were at an event by this group called Petak, who is no longer around. And she was on stage giving a talk about being an Armenian, a role model, and the relationship between spouses. And since then, she's been a role model to me. I look up to her and admire her, and it's been a pure pleasure to work with her.
Yeah. So is
as
that
a
true
co-chair.
what she said?
My honor to work with some of the women you see. There's another one. There's a whole bunch of them.
So what is co-chair do? What is co-chair jobs?
She leads.
Come.
That's all right.
Do you know her?
She's part of the committee.
Of course, she's an amazing lady. Amazing.
That's not why we
amazing.
invited you. This is the type of wonderful women that support AUA. And we are so proud of what success we've had tonight. And it's because of our committee and our staff.
How many
Tonight,
staff you have?
AUA staff, we have 5.
Okay.
They're incredible
So
too.
you guys are stationed here in
The AUA staff we're just donors and friends,
Committee member.
community leaders.
and you're part of the
The committee said, come on, let's dream big. Let's move it up to $2 million. So, we are 100,000 short of $2 million, and we hope tonight we're going to do that. We're going to make everyone proud by saying this small group made a difference. We raised $2 million for the science and engineering building. Take a moment, drink a toast. Merazgin Yev AUA.
But I have the one in ANCA. And when I saw that there, I thought, What is this woman doesn't sleep? He's multi. Here it is.
AMCA Western Region Chair Nora Hovsepian,
Do you hear
the
it?
board, and the staff for creating an education committee and allowing us to bring new and creative concepts to reality. We believe in social media, but we ask you to do the following. We ask you to speak to your teachers, your principals, to school boards, college boards, and all the officials to make certain that our present history is also taught. Artsakh matters. It is our survival now that we must teach. On behalf of these beautiful, amazing committee members, we thank you for recognizing our work.
That's one
Amazing. Amazing.
one like not charity, like one organization that she's involved in. She's involved in a lot. She is a powerhouse, and she's been bringing change to
Yeah.
Armenia in big time.
Yeah. Oh, here. Yeah, this is the one. This is just the beginning when we were just starting, you know.
Yeah.
Does that really work, or you gotta sneak it in on us over here? How did that happen? That's not
Merchandising. I'm here. I was really moved by the
So
organization.
you know who they are, those
and I was
people?
invited to be here
How long you know this organization?
for at least a good year now. Yeah.
How about you? Who are you?
So my name is Laura Durshadian. I'm in risk
Yeah,
management.
so I don't wanna
and
bore you
profession,
with
and
this
I'm
stuff.
the chair
There's too
of
many
the
of them.
Armenian International Women's Association of San Francisco, and I've been involved with.
Yeah.
I was so busy I didn't even see some of the people. I didn't even know they were there. So I was
Yeah.
just making sure some breakers were tripping and that they were back on. So, yeah. But Alice is, I introduced her after my speech. I introduced her. and
Yes,
she
I
was
have all
amazing.
that. Believe me, all those videos. Did you see the videos I sent, or?
Yes, I did. I
So
did.
the whole everything is in there fully, all interviews and everything. But it's just I just run this because of you here. Yeah, it was amazing, and I really thank you very much for that hard work. And I gonna keep this one here for a while.
And I'm gonna take you up to lunch. Actually, we're gonna go to my caterer's restaurant. She's in Tarzana, so and like Encino Tarzana. So I'm gonna take you up on taking you to lunch.
Yeah, I'll bring this with me, you know.
Yes.
Or I'll send you on Christmas a gift, you know. So I kept it. This was interesting, you know. All right. Well, I thank you very much for coming on. I know you're a busy woman, and all the best to you and your family, your husband, your kids. And I'm gonna maybe send you email. I want the name of some. There were 2 kids in there. They were.
That they were AUA alums.
Yes, and one of them was from Anjar, from Lebanon.
Yep. Yeah.
You know?
Chantal. Now she's at Santa Barbara, UC Santa Barbara.
Right, and the other guy was talking about atomic energy
he's
stuff.
That's Grigor. He's going to. They're both AUA alums. He got accepted at MIT, and she got accepted at UC Santa Barbara. I'll send you their infos.
Yeah, their contact, because I promised them I was gonna invite them. We talk about it because in there was no time, you know. All right, Lisa, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best. Once we publish this, I will definitely send you the link.
I'm looking forward.
Say
to it.
hello to your husband and all your family.
I will. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.